Hey gang, welcome to the 11th chapter of the Crucible Chronicles. Today we're going to be throwing it back a little bit, playing one of the first decks I ever opened. To be more specific, we're playing the 5th deck I ever opened, and I opened this deck only 2 weeks after learning about the game. So if that tells you anything about how interested I was in the game after discovering it, I was 5 decks in by 2 weeks. But let's go ahead and take a look at the deck, and then we'll get into today's game. And here it is, Crucible of the Quantum's Labs. So for those who have caught my stream with any consistency, you'll probably be familiar with this deck. I think this is actually my favorite deck. Not my favorite deck, my favorite sub 60 rated, 60 SAS rated deck. Yeah, I think it's just a lot of fun. This is actually also our only remaining Time Traveler deck. I had opened one more, but I got rid of it or something, or it's on the docket to be gotten rid of. As many of you know, I've also been doing some lean forging, trying to get down to about 30 decks prior to mass mutation, which is exciting. Anyways, enough about that. This is Crucible. It's Logos, Mars, Shadows. Interestingly enough, one of my favorite things about this deck is the Mars house. The Mars house is also the lowest rated. If you look at all three of these, you got 24 SAS attributed to Shadows, 20 to Logos, and then only 15 to Mars. Part of the reasons I really like this deck, and I really like the Mars in this deck, is it actually has, it's up for debate, but probably my favorite card in all of KeyForge. Certainly my favorite artifact in all of KeyForge, and very likely my favorite Mars card. But it is the Incubation Chamber. So this is a Mars artifact. It has an Omni. Reveal a Mars creature from your hand if you do archive it. And of course, this is not a destroy effect, so it's not, you don't destroy the artifact when you do this. It just means once you throw this down, you can each turn stuff a Mars creature from your hand into your archive, which is pretty handy. It also has some kind of fun stuff. It's got a blip, which allows you to make the next Martian that comes into play, or the next Mars creature that comes into play, ready. Does have a soft landing to kind of start this little chain with Blip and the double John Smiths. So I really like that. I think this deck can, like, best case scenario on a Mars turn, it can, with nothing on the board, if you have everything in place, you can reap for 6 and then mating season. So in theory, if you had all your creatures, you could reap for 6 and then get another 7 Ember. Well, 8 if you include mating season. So pretty cool. Some interesting burst potential. Key abduction is not a thing that this deck has, but I still think it's a lot of fun. The Shadows has a couple Dodgers, which are nice, a couple Urchins, so some decent kind of steal opportunity. It's got the Ghostly Hand as well, so I feel like it can kind of burst a little bit, which is nice. The Logos as well. This is and has always been our only deck that has Time Traveler and a Twin Bolt. And I don't think I've actually pulled it off yet, but I've always wanted to be able to play the Time Traveler, draw into Help from Future Self, or already have it, and then use Twin Bolt to kill the Time Traveler, and then play Help from Future Self to bring it back. Who knows? Maybe over the course of the next 5 games, we'll be able to do that. We can always dream. Cool. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say about the deck for now. I'll kind of just let the gameplay speak for itself. But thank you for coming along, and let's get into today's game. All right, here we go. Looks like we're going to be playing against Crimson. Crimson is going to be playing Dama H. Who. Dama H. Who? Oh, so this would be interesting. Got some more Mars. The mating season, of course, actually affects all Mars cards. So I got double Carpet Flotsam. Mars needs Ember, Shatterstorm. Sanctum has one Stood Against Many. A couple Maruks and Abe, double Grey Rider. All right, so we probably need to put down a creature our first turn. I don't want to get a rule of 6 on the Grey Rider situation. Oh my gosh, look at this. Triple Ronnie. What in the world? What in the world is this? All right, do we want to hold on to this? We got 2 Urchins and a Naughty. don't feel like super great about that. I don't think they're gonna generate that much Ember, so maybe we mulligan. Mulligan would be great. To get the incubation chamber is huge. I think, man. Okay, yeah, I think we have to play. I think we have to play Logos and play out the mechanic. Again, I just don't want to get in a situation where these two Gray Riders get tossed down. Not actually super excited about having picked up another Mars creature. I kind of would have preferred just being able to throw it on the chamber and maybe a Think Drone. All right, play is the harder they can. All right, well, I guess that's maybe that's a reason we should have gone with the Archivist. I think we go with Mars. We'll play the Incubation Chamber, and I think we actually just play both these creatures. Play both Think Drones down. There's a couple nice synergies with the Think Drones in this deck. You have obviously 2 Urchins. The Silvertooths are actually pretty good because there's like no downside to doing that, to picking them up. All right, Mars needs Ember. Oh, interesting. Shatterstorm got discarded. That's a nice play for us. All right, I think we go Logos here. We'll ditch the Dimension Door. We'll play out the Archivist, or do we start with the Wild Wormhole? Let's start with the Wild Wormhole. Twin Bolt. All right, well, okay. So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's cool. I was looking forward to getting rid of that card anyway. So we'll end our turn. So Incubation Chamber does have to be a Mars creature. Does have to be a Mars creature. All right, Nightforge. Looks like a Ronnie comes down. Yep, there's at least one Ronnie. One Rene. 2 Rene. Nice. Alright, so we can go Mars here. We could go Logos. I think I kind of like maybe going Shadows here. Putting down something that we can steal with. So we'll put down the Silvertooth. Reap with the Silvertooth. Out the Dodger. And then we'll Incubation Chamber the Mind Warper into our archives. Alright, well, this is unfortunate. Well, I guess we already Wild Wormhole into our Twin Bolt, so I guess we're not gonna get any value out of that. One stood against many. Feeling a bit of a bummer that I got rid of that whatever it was, the Effervescent. Man, brutal. It was an absolutely brutal Sanctum turn. All right, what are our options? So I could Ammonia Clouds. I could Reap here. And I was really hoping to use that Archivist. Come on, Crimson. I gotta be like that. It's just rude. I think we'll just go Logos here. Wouldn't mind. Yeah, I don't know what the play is. We'll do that. We'll Incubation Chamber the Blipip away. Maybe we start with Wild Wormhole to play a Dodger. Play a Dodger. Pardon me. Pardon me. A phone call. I have received a phone call. Time Traveler to draw 2 cards. And then do we hold on to this Help from Future Self? Man, I don't know. I don't have a... let's hold on to it. Let's hold on to it, because maybe we do the ammonia clouds. I don't relish the idea of this Grey Rider sticking around, but we'll get some options coming up. All right, Whistling Darts. Fighting the Dodger like a madman. Fighting the Dodger like a madman. I see. Okay, so they're prepping for the Mars Needs Ember, I think. Be my guess. Or maybe not. There's another Ronnie. Alright. Yeah, I don't really want to let them do that, so let's just go with Mars. We'll pick up our archives, play the ammonia clouds to clear out some more stuff. Blipip, Mind Warper. I guess Biomatrix backup on the Blipip. We'll play out the Marauder. So try and get some value, not have that Mars Needs Ember steal what little Ember we have left. Oh dear. Oh dear. I already played their Healing Blast. I guess they might have a Smite. Discard the Grey Rider. Right, so they got the Carpet Flotsams. Boom, 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 boom. Guess they don't want us to Mind Warper one of their Ember on it. Could go back to, let's see, we'll get 1, 2, maybe a third. Do you even have any Logos cards left? The library. Let's go with Logos. Let's go with Logos. All these creatures are going to be dead anyways next turn. So we'll play Help from Future Self. Who knows? Maybe we get something of value. Play out the Time Traveler to draw 2 cards. Oof. Oof. Quixo out to the right. I think we put one down on... They don't have like a Gorm of Om or anything like that. Sure, let's put one there. And... oh, we can use the Incubation Chamber now. That's just dandy. That's just dandy. Sucker Punch. Discards a bad penny. So I can steal one with Relentless Whispers. I can steal a second with the Urchin. I don't actually really remember which one Carpet Flotsam is. Is that the one that just deals 4 to everything? Probably makes a difference. Yeah, deal 4 damage to each creature. So it doesn't really matter what I have on the flank. Maybe we still go Shadows here. Because my Dodgers will survive, but I guess they won't be able to fight. Let's go Mars. Maybe put out the Blipip. Blipip and John Smith. Man, but I have a soft landing coming. We got all sorts of great Mars stuff coming. They could probably just swindle us too. So actually, let's go with Mars. We'll go with Mars. We'll reap. No, John Smith, and then the Blipip. So they can swindle us, but we'll be able to reap a couple times. It's trying to bait the Carpet Flotsam. What kind of Mars creatures are there in this deck? Mind Warper, Doublethink Drone, Stim Rager, Agent Human, Skyboost Squadron. As expected, the Carpet Flotsam comes down. All right, cool. We did it. We got a key. We done it. Go Shadows. We'll play out Dodger. Dodger. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Let's do this in the right order. Play out Naughty. Bad Penny. I guess we Relentless Whisper is the Bad Penny to steal one. I normally discard the Bad Penny, but let's see. They already played their Whispering Darts. So maybe I actually play this. Like, the potential to reap a bunch could be good. Could be pretty solid. I guess they do the Mother Gun, but there's a lot of other higher value targets than the Bad Penny. In my estimation, at least. Thinking. Oh, Flotsam. How do you spell it? Carpet Flotsam. Too many creatures in one turn. Perfect. That's what I love to hear. It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse, Crimson. Alright, so they're going with Shadows. I don't have Whistling Darts. Sucker Punch. Yeah, so that's good. Long Fused Minds. Subtle Maul. That's pretty nice. Bone Rot Venom. Oh, that's pretty good. I think we go back to Shadows here. We'll just reap there. We'll reap there. We'll fight with this Dodger to steal one. Take our opponent off check. We'll play out the Dodger. The Silvertooth. And I think we can just reap, right? They still have the Mars Needs Ember, right? Or did they play that early? No, they played that early. What was I worried about earlier? I guess I just missed. Incubation Chamber cannot collect ammonia clouds, I'm afraid to say. Some nice burst Nice burst going on right now. Not really burst. It's just creatures. All sorts of creatures. Are all the Ronnies gone? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we got through all the Ronnies. Oh, nice synergy with the Carpet Flotsam. That's good. So I should have fought into the Skyboot Squadron, I guess. Although it doesn't really matter because the Think Drone could have just fought there. Plays another Think Drone. Red Planet Ray Gun. What? Discards Agent Human. Probably a smart play. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can get to check here. Have we seen the Baron? Baron Benjamin. Oh, what's the play? What is the play here? Wild Wormhole. I think I just go Shadows here. We ditch the Bad Penny. We'll Reap here. Reap there. Play Ghostly Hand for 2. At least they're puts us on check. So maybe that will force Crimson to make a suboptimal decision. But I think they still have the Aubade. Yeah, it's pretty likely they got the Aubade. And Baron. And the Grey Rider's down. It's a bummer. That slowed us right down. I think we have to go Mars here. We got to kill this Grey Rider. And this kills quite a bit of stuff. Baron, Grey Rider, Vesma Think Drone. So let's do that. Little Ammonia Clouds. Soft landing to put out the Think Drone, who will reap and not archive anything. Sadly, that's as good as we got right now. Now, so one thing that's pretty unfortunate here is I think our Effervescent Principle is shuffled back in over here from the Help from Future Self. So it's not unlikely that our Wild Wormhole would hit that. And they're back around to pick up their Ronnies. All right, so they just swindled for us. Well, maybe we shoot for it. Let's go Logos. There's only 8 cards left. We'll Pocket Universe 1. Then we'll Wild Wormhole into Dimension Door. Rip. Not quite what I was looking for. Play out the Archivist. Twin Bolts. Both of these. Not quite enough to kill. So that's definitely a bummer for us. Oh, and we still didn't draw it. Oh, we didn't get it. I think this might be the end. My only friend, the end. Oh, and Healing Blast. That's really good. That is really good. Needed it. We needed that. All right, let's just double check our options here. Ember Control, Urchin. That's all we got. Looking not so good for the home team. Looking like we might take our first loss. It's good though. It gives us only one direction. We can only move up. Yeah, I think we gotta just go with Shadows. It's as good as we can do. Take all the cards in your archives into your hand. No thank you. We'll Incubation Chamber this John Smith. We'll Poison Wave. Sure. Now the silver tooth to the right to reap. We'll play out an urchin. Oh, and that's it. That's all we got. GG to Crimson. GG. Man, I thought we almost had it there. We almost had it with this absolute monstrosity of a deck we're playing against. Well, that's good fun. Good fun. Glad I'm gonna get to play a couple more games with this deck. I've mentioned this on stream. It's kind of like it's like a comfort deck for me in some ways. Like it's just, I don't know. I just enjoy playing it. It's like one that, you know, it's not good enough that it makes me feel upset when I lose or anything. But it's quirky and it's got some kind of interesting combos and interesting plays that you can pull off. So anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video. I'll be back with the next episode in this chapter on Friday, and I hope to see y'all then. So long.